In this video, let's talk about Vue's template refs. Well, Vue's declarative rendering model abstracts away most of the direct DOM operations for you. There may still be cases where we need direct access to the underlying DOM elements. You may think about getElementById or query selector. Of course you can do that. But in Vue, this is made simpler. To achieve this, we can use the special ref attribute offered by Vue.js, like this. Please note, ref is a special attribute from Vue.js. It is not a standard HTML attribute. In other words, you cannot use it outside Vue.js. It allows us to obtain a direct reference to a specific DOM element or child component instance after it is mounted. This may be useful when you want to, for example, programmatically focus an input on component mount or initialize a third-party library on an element. Let me show you an example in VS Code. Now we're on branch template refs. In this example, there is an h1 element and an input element. And here we have two buttons. If I click this button, we'll print DOM elements in console log. Basically, I want to print h1 and input. If I click change title, I want to change the content in h1. But we're not going to use mustache notation. Instead, I want to upturn the reference to the h1 and use the old way to make the change. To upturn the reference to an HTML element, we need to do two things. Number one, we need to define a ref attribute in the element. Ref, for example, let's call it title. And here, let's give this element a ref as well. And let's call this input. The name can be anything, but it has to be unique in app.vue in this file. So this is very similar to the attribute ID. All right, so in step one, we declared two template refs, title and input. Step two, once we defined the ref attribute in an HTML element, in the script, we need to declare a ref variable with a name that matches the template ref attribute's value. Let title is equal to ref. Make sure you import ref. Let input is equal to ref. Okay, this is very important. We must make sure that the name of this ref variable is the same as the template ref value we put here. So these two must match. And also the name of this ref variable must match this template ref value. That's all you need to do. Then we can use title and input to reference the h1 and input element in the template. Next, let's go ahead and implement these two methods, print DOM elements and change title. So first, let's print the two DOM elements. Okay, so console.log, let's print title. And then let's print input. Let's see what those are. So here, refresh, F12. Okay, so let's click print DOM elements in console log. All right, as you can see, title.value refers to the h1 element. Input.value refers to the input element. Okay. Next, let's implement change title. And we're going to change title in h1. So title.value dot inner text. And let's change this to hello world. Okay, so let me refresh and I click change title. All right, as you can see, it is changed. All right, what I want to do next is when this page gets loaded, when I refresh, I want this input box to automatically get focus. Can we do that? Of course. So here, let me introduce you a Vue lifecycle hook function, which we will talk in detail in the next video. In Vue, there is a function that gets called when the page is ready. In this case, app.view is ready. It is called onMounted. All right, make sure you import onMounted from view. And inside, we're going to pass a callback function that is once mounted. If this event happens, this callback function gets executed. What we want to do is to let this input automatically get focus. So here is the syntax. Input, recall this ref variable is referring to this input box. Dot focus. So let me refresh. All right, as you can see, the input box automatically gets the focus. I can start typing things. Hi there. Please note, you can only access template refs after the component, in this case, the app.view, is mounted. Before that, you have no access to them. Don't worry, in the next video, we'll come back to this topic again. See you in the next video.